Hello everyone, my name is Matt Scorpion and welcome back to the TWAB. So they pretty much tell us right off the bat that we're not going to get a lot of major news. Pretty much mentioned here and mentioned in the previous TWAB that we're not going to get anything major until the 23rd when the showcase will begin. And that being said, there's still a little bit of things to go about. First being said is Iron Banner. Now, like they said, and like I mentioned multiple times, that Iron Banner is officially wrapped up for this season, but they're talking about what's coming with next season. So basically, this time, or at least this season around, we had Iron Banner Rift for our 2 runs. This time is going to be a different version called Iron Banner Eruption, or at least maybe Iron Banner, but basically, to combine it, it's like a combination of Juggernaut from Halo as well as Cranked from Call of Duty. If you want to know how, basically it runs like this. When you get 2 kills, you start lightly glowing. Kills start generating 10% of super energy and 20% grenade melee and class energy, and you score 3 points per kill. When you get your 5th kill without dying, then you become primed. Then, you begin to glow brightly. Your team goes on the hunt, and everyone on the team gains 5% super and 10% grenade melee and class energy. You now gain 12% and 5 grenade melee energy and class energy per kill, and you also score 3 points per kill. But also, when you get primed, you will have a 15-second timer on you, and if the timer reaches 0, you erupt, i.e. die. Erupting kills you and resets your streak and ends the hunt. Getting a kill resets the eruption timer back to 15 seconds. You are then marked for both teams, so everyone can see right where you are, and the other team gets 3 points for killing you. Basically, more than one player can be primed at a time. So it becomes, once you get to a streak, you become a Juggernaut that is also have a limited time that if you do not kill, like within 15 seconds of the last kill, you will die. So it is limited time Juggernaut. It's kind of like an active HVT. So it's a combination of Cranked, Juggernaut, and King of the Hill, sort of. But, you know, that's that. It actually sounds like it could be exciting. Although the boosted rewards for multiple streaks can snowball heavily. Considering, you know, 5% super energy and all this for every kill, there are some people that can absolutely while out. It's maybe not smart to get benefits for a kill streak. But then as well, zone control, let's see. I remember they mentioned something else, but basically Rift is going to be... let's see. Rift, this season's brand new, introducing it, high focus. Going to moving forward with zone control, introducing it as a low pressure crucible lab first to make sure it performs well in a real world setting. Then and only then do we bring the new mode in Iron Banner, albeit with a unique twist. So basically we're going to get zone control into Iron Banner not too long, but they have to do some more testing. And they will come back to control and Rift for Iron Banner, but expect a little bit of changing. But then also they do mention that Rift will be back in normal Crucible outside of Iron Banner for a limited time. So aside from the data of how many people actually played Rift, basically they're going to say this. That Rift will be available to play week 1, week 8, and week 14, as well as in private matches. So it's going to be like Momentum Control and Team Scorched and Mayhem, where it rotates out every few weeks. Either that or as well as Crucible Labs. But pretty much right here they say in the weekly rotator. So private matches where you can play any map you want, even with the unbalanced asymmetrical maps. Basically, they did mention that alongside of some things they're going to work on reworking Rift to work on more maps than just like the 3 they had, including other maps like, I think they mentioned Wormhaven and other places. But then they also say, alongside the more standard overtime rules, we also expect multi-spark to return in a future season, which, if you can imagine, is more than one spark on the field. AFK protections have been updated to utilize Rift-specific events. And later this season, we fixed a bug that didn't allow you to always immediately dunk the spark if you picked it up too close to the Rift. For future seasons, expect things like Exploration with 3v3 Rift, allow use of smaller maps like Wormhaven, like what I just said, and they also use allowed the use of asymmetrical maps like Burnout, like the ones that aren't the exact same on multiple sides. Now, fixing scenarios where one team can keep away with the spark longer than intended, lessening the black screen after scores, and further messages to discourage overkill farming. So there is actual changes going to be coming with Rift, so if you didn't like the state of it now, it will be updated, and they are going to update more maps in case you were tired of the initial 3 they had. And now we have another community poll going forward. So first off, we'll have a poll going up till the 16th. We'll have an email sent out to all those who had the thing, or basically their email set up, and we'll have 3 exotics to choose from. First one being Arbalest, Sweet Business, and Rat King. Now, to basically, it's not going to be as simple as before. They put it here. Basically, first, the community votes on the exotic to pick through the starting email. After that, a community artist creates 3 ornaments for the winning exotic, so between which one of these we'll have 3 choices for each exotic. And then the community votes to pick their favorite ornament concept, but the only downside to this currently is that the winning ornament goes into production, is released in-game as early as Season 21. That's at least 2 seasons away from next season, so it will be by the time the year is, rotating around. Maybe for the Bungie 31st anniversary, if they want to create that as a yearly sort of celebration thing. But, like I said, this will be the first community-created item that makes it into the game, and we're really excited to see how it plays out. We have picked an artist out, so please don't feel the need to start any campaigns as to whom to pick. So, they already have an idea of who's doing it, and they already have an idea of the weapons, so don't complain, just accept it. But then going forward, as the usual, the Bonfire Bash will be going away with the Summer Solstice next Tuesday, so if there's anything you need to do, last-minute event challenges, I'd advise you do it this weekend. And as well, don't forget event challenges and event tickets expire at the end of the solstice, and the event card itself will be removed. So get to doing everything you need to, or if you still have the need to, do it. But as well, this is what's basically broken with this game. Now, like we just said, the solstice event card will be expiring soon. If you didn't collect anything or want to get your Flamekeeper seal or gilding done, you have to do it before the 9th on Tuesday. But as well, Flamekeeper title and seal, there was an issue that allowed people to gild it early before unlocking all things. Players who unlocked Flamekeeper using gilded triumphs but did not complete the regular triumphs will have the seal and title and seal relocked by next Tuesday. So if you're short anything and still have it gilded, you need to do it before next Tuesday, otherwise it will just relock and you won't have it gilded, in case you care. Then also there was an issue that was discovered in Destiny 2 text chat where a specific text string could be used to kick players in any activity back to the login screen. As a quick fix, it temporarily disabled text chat until it can be fixed. So don't try and use it, and Val might be a little bit hard, but make do. With Silver Ash, there's an issue where players could only receive 1 Silver Ash regardless of the number of leaves they had converted. Has been resolved, and players can now be able to receive the correct amount of Silver Ash per conversions on any of their characters. Now, of known issues, text chat disabled as the issue above. The Eternity Crucible map does not count towards the flawless seals This Is the Way triumph. The rally flag sometimes does not work in the second encounter of Wellspring Defend activity. This can be mitigated by waiting a few moments. The Duality introductory quest does not count master completion for the quest objective, because why would you do it master first? Taking all kinds, the Take All Kinds weekly Solstice bounty only progresses on major taken defeats. I kind of noticed that. Players who can instantly die when mounting a sparrow that's parked next to the bonfire. Players can sometimes die when transporting to the Nightmare Realm in the Duality Dungeon. You just realized that, huh? Glows in this year's Solstice ornaments have an unintentionally reduced glow. So, and per the usual, full list of emergent issues can review the known issues article and report things to the help forum. Now, for the art of the week, I'm just going to show this because it's awesome. Somebody made Vow of the Disciple in Minecraft. It's not as high detailed, but considering they went through the amount of extent details that they did, I would commend them for that. But of course, then we also have, I forget what this is. Let's see. I think they're making the Enigma glaive out of Legos. Then for art of the week, we have Saint without his helmet, and then of course, I believe the 3 sisters before they embrace the deep, at least in terms of Hive lore. And then of course, we have some pixel art of Destiny. But that's pretty much a wrap for the TWAB. That's details. It's mainly Crucible stuff and last-minute coverage for the Solstice. Some things may stay broken before it ends, so, if you don't get it, just make sure you get it next year. That being said, my name is Matt Scorpion, and I'll see you in the next video.